lighting device that cuts CO2 emissions while it also cuts costs sounds a bit like a dream come true for councils with tough environmental targets to meet and a very tight budget.
A local company's launched what it claims to be the world's most efficient light bulb, which it hopes local authorities will buy up. Our region's the birthplace of electric lighting, thanks to scientist Sir Joseph Swan's breakthrough in the 1800s. So it's fitting that the next revolution in lighting looks set to start here too. Helen Pearson has this story.
So some bright spark reckons this is the answer to cutting local councils' carbon emissions. And if you were in charge of meeting bold environmental targets, then the LUX-ON lamp could be right up your street.
Well, the big difference between this streetlight and one that you'd see on the street at the moment is that this is an LED streetlight. Current streetlights use old-fashioned sodium light bulbs that give out a nasty yellow light and take a long time to warm up and get started. As you can see, this one gives out a really white, natural light. It starts up instantaneously and it uses 70% less energy compared to an existing streetlight.
Where better to launch the latest in light than the site of Sir Joseph Swan's first public demonstration of the first electric bulb in 1879.
Newcastle's Moseley Street was the first in the world to get an electric street lighting system. Can it now get the globe's greenest?
We've a dim ecological future if we keep up our current electrical consumption. Street lighting across the whole UK results in more than 1 million tonnes of CO2 emissions every year, and councils are typically paying 4 times as much for their electricity today than they were 5 years ago. The latest EU targets ask for carbon emissions to be cut by 1/5 within 9 years, and that's just for starters.
We think that this light will actually sweep from the northeast around the world, and we've already had inquiries from Australia, from Mexico, and from the United States, from Canada. So there's an interest globally in this technology, and we think over the next 3, 5 and certainly 10 years there will be worldwide conversion to LED street lighting.
Some councils are controversially dimming down or switching off their streets to reduce wastage from light escaping upwards. But this latest technology is off and onable. A passing pedestrian can trigger it to illuminate in an instant. Now there's a bright idea. The future's looking up after all. Helen Pearson reporting.
I don't want to panic.